Skyler, day one, how's the defense looking? And obviously, how are you kind of settling into your final year and kind of being the leader of that back end?
I think day one, the defense, we look pretty good today. Still some things to build on, of course, but just day one. But for day one, it's pretty good. For myself, I'm just happy to be here. Happy to keep building on what we started last year to, put a complete season this year.
How do you like the kind of the safety rotation so far between, really you, Jaheim, and Tyrese at the top? Like, how good do you think you guys can be at the safety spot this year?
I believe we're going to be great. I love the safety rotation. I love when you have multiple people in the back end that you can play. When you can play more than 11, I feel like you're a great football team when you can do that. So I love the safety rotation. I love the guys that we have back there. I think they're wonderful guys. I think they're guys that can play at the next level as well.
This time last year, there were so many questions about where this program was going to be. Just what is it like coming into fall camp and having all those kind of answered and not having to have that cloud over the team this year?
Oh, man, it's exciting. It's exciting. Realistically, even if the questions weren't answered and we were still coming in, I'd still be excited. Anytime I get a chance to come on the grass with the guys, with the coaches, with the people of Fort Dallas, it's always a wonderful time. So.
What are some of the areas that you've seen from this defense in terms of improvement over last year, just from your vantage point?
Depth. Last year, as you guys know, right, we were young and we were kind of light or slim in some areas. This year we got a lot of dudes who've played, a lot of dudes who understand the defense more, and we got a lot of depth.
How are you feeling about the upcoming schedule?
I'm excited for it. Every single game that we got, there isn't a game on it that I'm not excited for.
There's big games. I mean, what's it like to have those level of challenges, I guess, early in the season compared with maybe later on?
I think it's great. Like I said, anytime we get an opportunity to get on the grass, it's a wonderful opportunity. So anytime we get to play teams that, have really a good track record, that's even better. So.
Trent was telling us how he feels this team, even compared to last year and even the last 2 years, just really close. Everybody, knowing each other's names and all that kind of a thing. Would you kind of echo that?
Oh, yeah. We harp on it. Get to know your teammates, not just the guys in your group, but the guys on your side of the ball, the guys on the other side of the ball, get to know the coaches and all that other stuff. So we harp on it. We believe that a team that, can trust each other, that are close, right, they can use the differences that they have as strengths instead of, it being weaknesses.
What's it like going up against Malik?
It's great. I think he's a really good quarterback. I think he fits well into our system. It's great to come out and compete every day.
How does that help make your position group better?
We get to see what it's like to play against a real quarterback, a real caliber dude who has a shot of playing at the next level. So that's great. Allows us to come in, compete, do some things, try some things, do this and do that. And so.
How is that going to help your kind of preparation as you prepare to take on a big opponent right out of the gates?
It's going to help a lot. Realistically, we harp on being prepared. Like, if you want to be great at anything that you have to do, you got to prepare at it. So when we see a quarterback like Malik's caliber on a day-in-day-out basis, it helps us prepare. It makes, game planning that much better, that much easier, that much simpler.
How have you seen kind of the connection? Trent was talking to us just about the amount of days that they put in over the summer to kind of build that connection throughout the summer. How have you kind of seen their connection grow, and how has it made your job a little tougher?
Well, they put in the work. They put in the work. What you guys don't see is them coming in, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning on the field working, right, day in and day out, working on routes, timing, connection and all that. You guys don't get to see that, and I'm sorry for you guys, but it's great. I've seen it a couple times, walked on the fields, seen them, laughing around, and it's beautiful, right? It makes my job, as a safety, a lot harder, but it makes it so much more fun.
You guys have had a handful of early enrollees kind of in the secondary. What's it been like kind of seeing those kids, come along, get their first taste of fall camp, go through the spring with you guys?
It's great. I was just saying over there, anytime I get to, spread knowledge to new guys who are coming in about the time that I've had here, situations I've been in, it's wonderful. So to see them come in, do what they got to do, put that beaver on their helmet, put it on their chest, wonderful.
You've got an interesting perspective, sitting back there kind of deep, getting to everything's in front of you. So when you're watching this, like, kind of a rebuilt linebacker core come together, like, what do you see from them Do you sometimes see people in wrong places and wish you could move them around a little bit, or what do you see about the progress they're making?
You guys wouldn't even believe me, but I actually see Coach Bray a lot. You know, he's dealing with the backers as well. You see him a lot, but no, they're doing a great job. We've added in some real key pieces, real pieces that are able to move around in different places and do different things that we want them to do. So they're doing a really good job, and I appreciate the linebacker group that we have in there.